Hi, my name is Allison Hewitt. I am a student in the Instructional Design and Educational Technology program at the University of Utah. And before that, I received my undergraduate degree at Brigham Young University in Humanities. I'm graduating this semester, spring of 2014, and I'm excited to go work at Salt Lake Community College. So I want to tell you a little bit about an experience I had in one of my classes in the IDEP program. In our third semester, we had to take a web tools class and a multimedia class. And in this class, we learned the basics of HTML, Flash, Photoshop, and Captivate, and it was quite challenging. I really felt like this little girl in this picture. I had very little experience, if any, and was learning everything. Was brand new to me, and it was a really heavy load to carry. I often felt frustrated and spent a lot of time in the lab working on my assignments. When I came to class, I quickly realized that there were several other students who were a lot better at me in programming and in Photoshop. We had students in our cohort who could have completed our HTML final project on the first day of class. 3 of the students were professional programmers, and they had experience teaching HTML, some of them anyway. So it was nice to have these students in the class to ask questions to when the teacher was busy, but the problem was that these students had already learned the material. They were completely competent in what they were learning and could skip the lectures because they already knew the material, yet they were still required to come to class and probably felt quite bored and had to pay for that class. So here we see an educational dilemma, one that group instruction has been battling with for a long time. The issue comes down to how do teachers meet students' needs when their levels of understanding are so diverse? How can teachers plan one lesson to meet the needs of 30 students without leaving any behind? The Software and Information Industry Association recently wrote that our industrial-age assembly line education model based on fixed time, place, pace, and curriculum is insufficient in today's society and knowledge-based economy. While there are benefits of being able to mass-produce student degrees, are we wasting students' time when they do know the material, or are we holding them back? The SIAA goes on to say that our education system must be fundamentally re-engineered from a mass production teaching model to a student-centered customized learning model to address both the diversity of students' backgrounds and needs. In essence, they're advocating for personalized education models. Part of personalized learning is allowing students to learn at their own pace. If students can move quickly through a topic, then they can move on. If students need more time to master a subject, then they can take it. And in order for self-paced learning to occur, technology is needed. Instead of having a group instructor teach everyone at the same time, students can move on when they're ready. One example of competency-based learning for me is Suzuki violin. When I was little, I learned how to play the violin, and there were 10 music books that increased in difficulty. So when I completed one book, I was able to graduate and move on. You can see in this picture that I have that there are all sorts of ages of learners, probably from 5 to 14. Some might ask if competency-based learning removes grade levels from K through 12 schools. This is something I'm still thinking and learning about. I can see models where grade level is removed or maintained. I chose this picture to represent that when we go to the workforce, we're really in an age-diverse workforce, and I think that it's important for students to learn how to work in that environment. One of the leaders in competency-based higher ed is here in Utah, Western Governors University. They have over 39,000 students taking classes with personalized learning models, and students are able to take advantage of what they know and then move on, test out, in essence, of the classes that they already have experience with. New Jersey and Ohio are also implementing competency-based learning models with their high school education. And Ohio has a credit flexibility plan where the student can come up with a way that they want to learn the content and get it approved from the state. The question now is, when will Utah embrace competency-based learning models, and do we have the technology and infrastructure to be able to implement these models in our community? Right now, I'm working on crafting a vision. The Utah leadership standards state that an educational leader promotes the success of every student by facilitating the development, articulation, and implementation and stewardship of a vision I'm working on creating my own vision of competency-based learning and trying to decide what age groups I think should implement it and how it should be implemented. In Fullen's book, Leading in the Culture of Change, he talks about being open to opposing opinions, and that's something I want to do as I think about my future leadership plan, that successful organizations don't go with only like-minded innovators. They deliberately build in differences, and I want to have an open ear to that. Standard 2 of the Utah Leadership Standards states that leaders advocate, nurture, and sustain teaching and learning that is conducive to student, faculty, and staff growth. I want to influence other leaders by gathering data on the benefits of competency-based models so that I can express that to them. I need to determine ways of how to collect this data so that I can then help others make informed decisions, and really to see the weaknesses and strengths of competency-based models in a variety of age groups and situations. I know that making a change to a competency-based learning model will not be easy in any environment that's been teaching a traditional environment, and the teachers will need a lot of help. I know that Fullen talks a lot about an implementation dip, and that when a new technology is implemented or a new model, that there's also a dip in performance, and then eventually the teachers and the organization will be able to rise higher in performance than where they were. And I hope to see that with the implementation of competency-based models, and I am hopeful for the future.